Bet you didn't know that you could shift your physical appearance by just stepping into a new identity. And in this video, I'm going to share exactly how to do that. My first experience of this was when I lost 60 pounds in 6 months as a teenager, and I didn't even know what I was doing at the time. I also recently just discovered I have freaking wavy hair after 37 years. I know, crazy, right? These two things happened, the weight loss, the curly hair, when I went through a major identity shift. So I'm going to break it down for you and share how this works. Because ultimately, manifesting anything that you want comes from shifting your identity, embodying the you who already has it before you do. And sometimes surprises like my newfound wavy hair can come up as well that were unplanned. I had no idea. And yeah, it changed my life. So I'm excited to break down the whole process for you. Hello, my beautiful friend. If you are new to me, my name is Stephanie Sage. I've been supporting spiritual entrepreneurs manifest a life and business they love for the last 8 years, and I am super excited to have you here. If you resonate with this video and you love what you hear, make sure you subscribe, give this a thumbs up, comment in the comments, let me know what resonates. And if you want more resources to manifest a life and business that sets your soul on fire, visit the description box below. That's where you'll find all of that, as well as how to work with me further. Okay, let's get into it. So I dramatically shifted my physical appearance from shifting my identity. Now, let me bring you back a little bit or a lot. This is like 20 years ago when I was 17. I was in an abusive relationship at that time from 14 to 20. And I really wanted to transform my life. I wanted to feel good in my skin. I wanted to achieve all of my dreams. I wanted to do so many things, but I felt like I could not at that time because of the circumstances that were going on in my life. And I knew that the only way that I could shift my reality was to shift my inner world to watch my outer world shift. I don't know how I knew that at such a young age. And with everything that I was going through for those 5 years of my formative life, but I did. I intuitively knew. It was like spirit, God, my higher self was like, just give me the download. And so I started to do things that aligned with a different identity, but I didn't know what I was doing at that time. So when I decided that I wanted to lose weight, that I wanted to feel good in my skin, that I wanted to follow all of my dreams, and I started to really see it crystal clear in my mind. And because I started connecting to that vision, I started feeling different. I started believing that maybe this is possible, but I had to make some changes. And so I shifted my self concept, how I saw myself. I started seeing myself as someone who was capable of losing weight, of working out, of following my dreams, of doing whatever I put my mind to. But it happened in small increments at that time. At first, I realized that I had to just shift some of my habits. So this is what I did to embody this new identity at that time. Now, obviously, the weight didn't just fly off from me sitting on a couch. I became the kind of person who works out. I became the kind of person who eats healthy. I did not want anything to do with working out before then, didn't want anything to do with eating healthy before then. I ate like crap. I just thought that being overweight ran in my family, so that's just how I was. I had zero desire to work out. I always wrote a note to get out of gym class and pretended it was for my mom. So that's how I was until my magnetic vision pulled me. My circumstances were not how I wanted them. And I took my power back. I took my power into my own hands and I decided I'm going to become a new person. And this new person I'm becoming works out every morning. This new person I'm becoming, she eats healthier. This new person I'm becoming doesn't tolerate this thing. So I started getting clear about all of those things, but not only getting clear about it, I started embodying it. I started being it. And before I knew it, the weight flew up. And I literally completely changed the way that I looked. And mind you, again, I was 17 at the time, 60 pounds in 6 months. Like my face changed. I looked in the mirror and was a different person because I was a different person. I stepped into a new identity. And the new identity I stepped into was not overweight, eating unhealthy food, and, wallowing in her self pity. She was an empowered human. And that helped me even leave that abusive relationship, follow all of my dreams, and so on and so on. This is where I learned all of this stuff. I did it for myself. And looking back, I was like, oh shit, this is what I was doing. I shifted my identity. And I've done other things during that time that helped me, but it really came down to seeing myself in a more empowered light. Because before that, I didn't see myself in a very empowered way. I saw myself as weak, not confident, shy, not good enough. And I had to start seeing myself in a higher light. And once I did that, my habits shifted, my beliefs shifted, my actions shifted, my body shifted, everything shifted. So that is how you can change your physical appearance by shifting your identity. How do you see yourself? How do you look at yourself? How do you feel about yourself? What are your beliefs about yourself? How can you elevate those things? Because anything that's not empowering to you is actually not your truth. That's just all a program, it's all a distortion, and it's so far from your truth. And to connect more to your truth, the best way to do that is to actually be with yourself. Most people are afraid to fully be with themselves. They're constantly distracted on social media, distracted by addictions, distracted by a lot of things. But when you start to be with yourself and be present with yourself and meditate and go within yourself, you will start to awaken even more to the truth of who you really are. You will start to detach from those old stories or programs that are not you. And you'll be the observer and you'll get to choose which ones you keep and which ones you let go of. And that is the power that we all have. We all have the power to choose who we be in this physical vessel. You can still operate as your programmed self and believe the limitations and the things that you know are not true, or you can take your power into your own hands and choose, I'm going to show up like this today. I'm going to start to commit to seeing myself in a high light. I'm going to be kinder to myself. I'm going to speak more empowering things to myself. I'm going to wake up earlier. I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to move my body every day. I'm going to show up more powerfully with my message and gift. I'm going to surround myself with people who lift me up, empower me, inspire me, and accept all of who I am. You get to choose that. You get to choose all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. You get to choose. The thing that happens is sometimes we forget that we get to choose. We're always choosing. And when you accept that and you take responsibility for your creation, then guess what? More magic and miracles flow to you. That's what being empowered is remembering that you are choosing. You could either be in victim mentality. Why is this happening to me? This always happens. Or you can take responsibility. Wow, this is happening right now. And this is how I'm going to move through it. This is how I choose to move through it. I choose to move through it in my power. I don't like this circumstance, this situation that I'm in. And I choose to move through it in power. I choose to shift it. When you feel like you don't have a choice is when you are disempowered. We do have a choice. Even myself in that experience that I shared, when I shifted my physical body by shifting my identity, I was in a living hell. I'm not even going to go into details because it was fucking traumatic for 5 years in a living hell with an extremely abusive person. And there were moments where I felt like, why is this happening? Like, how do I get out of this? I was scared for my life many times, but I got through it. And what helped me not only was shifting my self concept, but was leaning into my spiritual practices, was praying, meditating, connecting with God, source, spirit, and knowing and feeling the support that I had from my higher self and spirit team, even before my reality reflected, even before things shifted. So, wherever you're at in your life and on your journey, whether you're wanting to manifest a physical change or you're wanting to manifest success in any area of your life, it's all up to you You have the power. Reality can shift faster than you can imagine, and it's always a choice. So, how are you choosing to see yourself? Will you choose to no longer identify with disempowering stories about who you are or what's possible? Will you choose to shift those stories in real time? Will you choose to respond to your reality differently than you would have in the past, differently as your most empowered self? Because I guarantee you, when you do that and when you commit to that, everything will change for you. Body will change, your energy will change, your confidence will shift, the people around you will shift, your financial reality will shift, your business, if you have a business, will shift. Everything will shift for you. And it's up to you. And it could be as simple as a decision right here, right now. So I'm going to leave you with that. Hope this was super helpful and inspiring. And if you loved this, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if this resonates or if you have any other questions. And go grab my free abundance hypnosis. It's actually inside of my free Identity 2.0 workbook that I have for you. And you can get that in the description box below and check out my other resources and ways that I could support you. And just remember that you have the power, you always have. And it's just a matter of really owning that and creating life on your own terms. All right. I love you so much. I will see you soon. And I hope you have a magical day.